Hi, everybody. It is Cactus Katie and Venomous Vincent. We are still waiting for our wonderful sheriff. See if she is able to join us or not. But that's okay because the show must go on because it is getting late in the night. Um, Dynamite was on tonight. It was called the Freaky Night. Is that what it was?
Fright Night.
Fight Night.
Fright
All right.
Night.
Fright Night. Like Freaky Night. I guess it depends on how you look at it.
Toronto just got another run.
Yes, at the same time, we have game 5 of the Toronto Blue Jays and the LA Dodgers. It's not looking good for LA Dodgers, let me tell you guys right now. So bear with us here at UPR. We're big sports fans. We have a sports channel that does a lot of reviews. I'm not sure if they're going to do reviews on this or not, but it's the Blue Jays have not had a World Series win since 1993. Did you know that, Vincent?
I did not.
Yes, they had a double back-to-back, 1993 and 92. So, I am a proud American, but going for the Blue Jays because those are the underdogs. LA won it last year, so yeah. Sheriff, whenever you're ready, you are more than welcome to enter the room. Don't be scared.
I had issues with my internet. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I was like, don't be scared. We won't bite.
No, I was doing this as in like a shh while I fixed my situation.
Your situation? We all have situations. We'll be okay.
Oh, did we all? Nice, perfect.
All right. Well, now that we've caught up on all the sports of the night, let's get back to Fright Night at Dynamite. We started out with
It is.
I thought it was a slow start. I mean, what do you guys
I just
think?
want to know one thing. Why was every match a fatal 4-way or some kind of tag team or some kind of
Because it's
6-man?
AEW, dude.
I know, but it was just boring tonight.
Those were the tournament matches.
No, not every single one.
The ones that were tag team were tournament matches, and the Fatal 4-Way was also not a tournament.
The first one was not.
The first tag team match
was not a no.
We had Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy.
That was no tournament match.
Versus the Death Riders. Is that what we started with?
Yeah.
I don't think that was the first match. Am I wrong?
I didn't think so.
Darby Allin was the first match.
It was, yeah. That's what they started with.
What was the
second match?
It's getting quite spooky. Let me see. What was the roll of the cards? I mean the order of the card.
I don't know.
It was Darby and Orange, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well then there we go.
It was called Trick or Treat Tornado Tag Team Match. Interesting. This is Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy versus the Death Riders, which was Daniel Garcia and Wheeler Yuta. This is a non-disqualification match.
Yeah, very boring.
And so then we had the other tag team match. Both of the other tag team matches were the tournament matches, and then we had the number one contender match as the main event. And we had a singles match in between. That was Moxley and O'Reilly.
No, that was a bore fest.
I
liked that match.
We're gonna get there. All right. Yeah. Let's talk about this Darby Allin Orange Cassidy.
Hold on. Congrats, Mad Dog. Get well soon.
Yes, recovery fast, please. Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy are one of the biggest hits, so I don't know if they use this match as a get you into the ring, get you into the matches, get into the show. Because if so, great tactic. All for it. If they're just trying to get their best guys out of the way, stupid tactic.
Are you asking why they our team
start the
name
show
together.
with them. Mm-hmm.
Oh, why you start the show with them?
Yeah,
I think
because
this was good.
honestly, I think that was a better main event than the Samoa Joe event.
You can't have the Samoa Joe event not main event because that's the number one contenders match for the world title.
Well, you say that, and Tony Khan does stupid stuff like that and puts
all the time.
Yeah, so
you never know.
You say that.
No. Look at what else was on this card, and you're telling me that is not supposed to main event over what else is on this card. I'm talking in the context of the show.
But how many times have we seen? How many times have we seen Moxley open the show up? Every single
we're
time.
talking about in the context of this show.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the other matches can't. This can't main event over this match.
Yeah, I
that
get
really
it.
have stakes. This doesn't really have stakes. Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on from that, as much as we love to see Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy, I put my 2 cents on how they should be the main card event. But moving on to the Don Callis Family Summit.
Yeah,
what the hell?
This was a snore fest.
Was this? Okay.
This
is not the Last Supper. Okay, Don Callis, I am very sorry to tell you, you are not Peter. You are not Jesus. You are not the disciples. This was not.
I thought that this was funny.
I mean, it was hilarious.
I'm telling you, listen, Sheriff, you're an AEW fan. You love everything.
God forbid I like the show that I watch. I know WWE fans can't relate. I know WWE fans can't relate because they're in a cult and they just watch it because
they're in a cult.
It is a cult. WWE is a cult. They don't even like the show. They just give the company money because that's what they think they're supposed to do.
No, I like the show. I think NXT is the best show right now on TV.
You know what's the best thing in the world? You guys want to know the best thing in the world right now? It's the fact that it's Halloween week and I have 2 kids that I don't allow to eat candy. So you know what that means?
Wait, did you just say you weren't allowed? You don't let them eat candy because that's a lie.
Eat candy?
No, she's lying. Do. I just don't let them have it all the time. I will have this bag for the next year and a half if that was the case. There's so much candy in there.
Have you ever put that prank on your kids where you told them you ate all their Halloween candy? How 100%. Did they react? They're
like, well, Mommy, your tummy's going to hurt. Yeah, you're probably right.
They didn't cry. They just were like, well, you're going to get a stomach ache. So
no, because they're stubborn. They are sarcastic assholes, just like their mother.
Yeah, they're like, good luck with that stomach ache. Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Look at this.
So, yeah. All right, guys. Don Callis, you're an idiot. Moving on.
Stop. Stop.
I mean, he literally has a picture of himself half naked with a tattoo over his groin.
Who are we talking about?
Don Callis.
Yeah, that was in the painting. Or was it a photo? No, it was a painting, yeah.
It was a painting. Someone actually had to do that.
He paints. You didn't know he paints?
I mean, you really believe he paints?
Because it's a family, right? Nobody wins when the family feuds. That's a common saying. So he wanted Takeshita and Okada to shake hands in it. And, the summit was about bringing the family together in unity. And so Okada being the asshole.
How'd that work out for you?
It's not his fault. Okada's an asshole, okay? He was supposed to,
one of those.
He was supposed to shake his hand. He gave him a this, and then he just grinned at him. And so, yeah, I don't think it's gonna.
It happens in every family, right?
It does. It happens all the time where I go to shake my relative's hand and they flip me the bird.
I mean, that's just a love symbol for us Phillies fans.
Who flushed it? Of course, it was Venomous Vincent.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah.
I kind of don't
gosh.
At all.
That's what that segment was. It was a big toilet.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Oh my god.
I'm ready for Okada to lose that belt, though. I'll tell you that. Even though I do like his character, I think him being like a snarky asshole is very entertaining. It's time, Okada. Let's come on.
Carmine, Vince, you're slow. I'm already on it.
I think I'm more tired than you tonight.
Jeffrey is definitely not in a cult.
I work today. Excuse me, ma'am.
I Never stop working.
Well, you don't really have a real job. You have kids.
I'm drinking.
Am I not wrong?
And
Am I
Red
not
Bull.
I had to find something for this stupid comment.
Put yourself
If you,
yawning.
I want to say that if you decided to just play Roman Red Bull, it would be justified. Let's
I
debone
mean,
full screen.
exactly.
Oh God.
I don't even know what to find. Yep.
How about
I
this?
think this one. Yep. There you go. That's what I say to that comment. Okay. See, I had to put something up no one expected. It's fun.
The
All
mom
right.
job. The mom jobs. Oh gosh.
Oh my God, the mom jobs. They never end.
It would be harder if they ate candy, wouldn't it? They'd be bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, I was too tired and lazy to fight them, so I let them have candy after dinner, and they were literally bouncing down the hall.
And they made you pay for it, didn't they?
I just gave them another extra gummy. It'll be all right.
The melatonin.
Yes,
Yeah.
the melatonin.
You drugged your kids.
I did. Night. Mommy can't
That's a
do it this
shame.
week. It
That's a
cannot
shame.
do it. Coming from the man who has
Stephanie
no
does it better.
children.
Sorry, Queen Aminata. Well, actually, it's a bit of a toss-up.
All right. Next, we have the
Oh my goodness.
AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament. This is the tournament between Team Queen Aminata and Jamie Hayter, facing Sister of Sins, Julia Hart and Skye Blue. Julia Hart looked pretty awesome tonight. I will say that. Skye Blue has always
She always look
been
hot.
mid. I didn't say she looked hot. I said she
Oh
looked
well.
awesome.
Well, I mean that's the same thing. She's hot.
Yeah.
She's awesome. You know.
Whatever floats your boat. Jamie Hayter, I just feel like she's not giving it her all. That's just my opinion. I feel like I want more from her than just what she's giving us. And Skye Blue, like I said, to me is just a newbie mid carder who has attached herself to Julia Hart, and
Well,
Julia Hart is carrying that team.
Well, Skye's not exactly new, but she was out injured for. Well, actually, so was Julia Hart. They were actually out for the same amount
Right.
of time. But to be honest, I was a little bit surprised to see the Sisters of Sin, which is I guess their name, kind of win this one. Last week I was kind of rooting for Willow and Harley Cameron to win. I don't blame them for giving it to Hayter and Aminata because I like them as well. But the fact that they like I can't tell exactly where they're trying to go with this, which I guess is fine.
It just doesn't mesh really well, right? Does you not feel that? It's not really. I like
team?
Queen.
Which
I
team?
love Queen Aminata. I think she's a wonderful character. I just don't think she's meshing really well with Jamie Hayter.
I thought that was a random pairing as well.
Yes.
Not only that was a random pairing that is probably why it surprised me that they won. On paper, it's not really surprising. Jamie Hayter's a former champion and she has a lot of momentum. She should be getting pushed. And Queen Aminata is obviously very good. We haven't seen her really ascend as a single star yet, but she's obviously very good. So on paper, I get it. I just don't really get them as a team. I don't get the thing.
Honestly,
I think Skye
in
Blue and
my
Julia
heart,
Hart makes sense. I think that Anna Jay and Tay Conti, I think that they make sense. I actually thought Penelope Ford and Megan Bain made sense.
I also
We're gonna get to them.
I
later.
love Willow and Carmen.
I'm rooting for them.
I really hope they take it. I am so excited for them. They are really working really well.
What's up, Charmaine?
Together.
Part of me does want to see TJ be the inaugural champion, since the idea was kind of born out of their friendship and the dynamic that they had in the beginning of AEW. But that was a long time ago. That was then. This is now. Selfishly, I want to see Willow and Harley Cameron win. But they have a deep bench in terms of women's tag. They could really go anywhere they want to go with it. So,
well, all right. So that was that match. Next, we had the John Moxley and Kyle O'Reilly 2.0 because they had to redo a match from last week because Jon Moxley knocked out the ref and couldn't finish, got disqualified, and they had to do a redo. So I really think they're struggling to what to do with Jon Moxley. They won't release him. He doesn't want to go, maybe, or they won't release him. I don't know, but they have nobody for him.
Jon Moxley is like probably their top star. I don't think they want to release him, and I don't think he
they
wants to go
want to
anywhere.
either, and he may not want to either. But they have nothing for him. He's
Well, he's
ruining his reputation. I think.
well
Not gonna lie.
he's in a well the thing is he's doing a well actually I actually very much disagree, but I actually thought Jon Moxley was going to take time off after winning the title,
I think he
and
should have.
I think it's becoming. I think when you say that he's ruining his rep, I think what it is overexposure. I think people have fatigue with Moxley. But
he has nobody else to wrestle that he hasn't wrestled.
We've seen because I get why they wanted to have him face Kyle, like just storyline wise. And I'll say the first time when they had the match last week, I was kind of like, I figured it was going to be
the first match or the second.
The first one they had last week. I figured it was going to be like a throwaway match. I was like, Moxley's probably going to win, and that's that. But then doing the finish that they did, and then following up on that story this week, I actually thought it was kind of creative. I was like, okay, it gave a little bit more heat to the story. And then they set up the blood and guts match at the end that they're going to do at Full Gear. So I was like, okay, I get where they're going with this.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yeah. Oh, like is
3 minutes from my house? Yeah.
So FTR is going to get the challenge for the title in their home state.
Yes, in their home state. Mm-hmm. Which
they should have
taken off, but I get it. In Winston-Salem, they made their reintroduction, this run, in Winston-Salem last year, which is the town next to Greensboro. So
okay, and so like they're kind of like is it like
it's like a full year circle. Mm-hmm.
It's like a suburb. Nice. Okay. And so
well, Greensboro's bigger than Winston-Salem.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, of course it is actually because it's like a bigger city. But yeah, Moxley. A lot of people who in AEW they talk about him. They say he's like the locker room leader over there. He obviously is passionate. He's got the work ethic. He doesn't want to go away. He wants to keep working. He wants to keep wrestling. But I think it would do him some good, and I think it would do his character some good if he put a fresh coat of paint, go away, come back a bit, come back with a Wild Thing entrance. Everybody will love you.
Oh my God, people would love that. Well, you know what? Next we have our Vince's favorite part of the night. We have backstage interviews, revealing an update on Thunder Rosa. Vince, would you like to take this on? Because considering Thunder Rosa is one of your favorite wrestlers.
I did not see this.
Okay. Not gonna lie, neither did I. But
okay, I'm glad. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me.
Thunder Rosa is recovering.
Yeah, when was this? I didn't see this.
I thought I was tripping for a second.
With
when
her
was this?
hinting at her in-ring return coming soon. I don't know.
Where has she been? It must have been going out or coming into a commercial.
She apparently has had an injury.
She's always injured.
She's always injured. She needs time to do her cooking with Rosa in her underwear.
You didn't see
I didn't see that this week. I need to look at that up.
Yeah, I think Katie just saw that it said it. I think she read that it happened, and then she was kind of expecting us to have seen it, but no, I didn't see this vignette. I think it was coming in or going out of a commercial, so we might have missed it or something.
Maybe.
I don't know how I missed it.
I don't know either, but I was like, well, it was under the important parts of the night. So there you go, Thunder Rosa.
Well, I like Thunder Rosa. Welcome back, girl.
I like Thunder Rosa too, and I enjoy her cooking show. I mean,
did we get a vignette about the return of Britt Baker that I missed? Please.
No, I didn't. That's not on my little cheat sheet here. So
dang it. All right.
We'll see. But all right, after that we have FTR, Dax and Cash going against the Young Bucks and Jurassic Express and JetSpeed in the AEW World Tag Team Championship Final Four Way, whatever contender 4-way it is called. I really am really enjoying watching Jack Jack Perry in his element there because I like we talked about with John Moxley about him going away and then coming back and getting that really big pop. Uh, Jack Perry is doing that now. He's getting that,
I
and
agree.
I think it's pretty awesome. So
I think he went. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Vince.
I was gonna say I think his bad boy character got a little stale.
I mean, somebody can only take a bad boy character for so long before they get suspended.
I like
They
the. Oh,
sure
that's
can.
funny. I. It was.
Sure
I think
can.
his heel turn was a bit rough in the beginning, and then I think he kind of hit a stride. But at the because I think he did prove he can maybe kind of pull off the heel thing. He is a better baby face, and I think in light of what happened and just trying to get his footing back, I think they went back to the basics. They went back to what they know works. They went back to his roots, and they went back to just giving the fans what they wanted from him, which was this Jungle Boy, Jungle Jack character, the Jungle Life theme song, him with him doing tag team stuff with Luchasaurus. Go back to the basics of what you know works, what you know people want to see from you, and I think it's fostered a lot of goodwill with the fans. So I agree. I like seeing this resurgence of Jack Perry. I like seeing the resurgence of Luchasaurus, even though he always had a lot of momentum. He had a good thing going with Christian, but I like being able to cheer for him again. And I like Jet Speed, but I actually and as much as I respect FTR, I think the Young Bucks should have won this match, and I'm a little surprised that
I agree with you.
they
FTR. They
didn't do it
push it.
because they didn't do it because Full Gear is in North
I
Carolina.
know. Yeah,
But
it's
I
because of
think
the
the
big
Young Bucks are going to
storyline.
take the titles off Brodito. I don't think FTR is winning in North Carolina. I think the Young Bucks are going to take the titles off Brodito. But they
You
just
think
got
the
to
Young Bucks are gonna win the titles again?
100%. I do, yeah.
Why do you think that was? Why do you think it's good for business for them to have the titles again?
What do
When
I think?
does Tony Khan ever care about business? That's not his thing.
But I'm just saying though, like they
No,
went.
no,
They
let me,
went
let
huh?
me ask you. So you're asking why I think they're going to win the titles again. I think that that's clearly where their story and their character is leading because they essentially hit rock. Because I'm talking in character, we obviously don't know them in real life, but they essentially hit rock bottom in storyline when they lost their EVP titles. They lost their actual titles. They lost all of their money. They've been gambling away. They're a gambling addict, right? And so I think that them winning the titles is going to be the way that their characters regain kind of momentum. And I think that they're probably going to do something with the Don Callis family as well to kind of regain that power and regain that insurgence. But yes, I actually think that they are going to win the titles, and I think that that's where their story is like kind of leading them.
But that may be at World's End.
Yeah.
Do they
So,
really need them though?
well, it's not about need. You don't get what you necessarily need. You get what you earn. I think that their story demands it. Yeah.
Okay, Chris Kringle.
Because or actually,
Tell us how you really feel.
Who would you prefer to win the tag titles?
I mean, I would give the titles to somebody that hasn't had them. That's the problem with that's the same issue that both AEW.
Who made that rule? That if
What do
you
you
won the
mean?
title once, you can't win it again.
Not right away.
What? No. When's the last time they were champions? That was not.
You just said they lost their titles.
Yeah, a long time ago. I'm
Before
saying
they
hit rock
Beginning of the
bottom.
year. Beginning of the
hit-
year.
Was that? Yeah, that's.
Yeah, it
a
was
long
this
time ago.
year.
Think about how fast things move in wrestling. That's a long time ago.
I understand that, but what you have to understand as a fan, okay, and what Tony Khan and TKO do not understand, and Vince McMahon never understand this, okay. There is way more talent on the roster to give a opportunity and a shot at, and they don't do that, and that's the problem with wrestling. It's the same BS bullshit every single time. John Moxley wins the title. Hangman Page wins the title. MJF wins the title. It's the same people over and over again.
MJF is on
won the
his
title
honeymoon.
once, but hold on.
But I'm just saying though.
I agree with what you're saying. I agree with that in spirit, That's one thing that I don't. And AEW is guilty of this. I'm not saying they're not. But this was mainly a thing when I was a WWE fan. We want to see some fresh talent. We want to see something new. We want to
They
see
don't do it.
the bookers take a chance on someone, because if you don't give anybody the ball, how are they supposed to get better? How are they supposed to learn, right? So I agree with what you're saying. I disagree that one thing that I actually really, really like about AEW is they really take a chance on their young guys, and they give them a ball and they give them the chance to run with it. The very first episode of Dynamite, the Young Bucks put over Private Party. That was the very first thing that they did when they started this company. They're not afraid of giving, their young guys a shot. MJF was a guy that they essentially built from an unknown into kind of a top guy in their company. That was them taking a chance on someone.
Yeah,
who
but
was
you do know he
unproven.
was the biggest star out of AEW. He was like a huge star.
He wasn't a huge star going into AEW. They made
Yes, he was.
No, that's not true. MJF
Yes.
was completely unproven. MJF was completely unproven.
He
had never, ever been on tele. That he'd never been on tele. That's not true.
Yes, he has. He was in MLW.
That's not TV. Sorry, that's not TV.
What do you mean it's not TV? They're on TV every freaking week.
What channel is MLW on?
They're oh my god.
Okay, so that's what I mean. Let me rephrase. TV that people watch.
Okay, what channel is TNA on?
I don't know.
Exactly.
But people don't watch TNA like that.
Oh shit, they don't watch it. What do you mean?
If people watch TNA, well, actually, TNA is owned by Anthem, so they're on the Anthem channel. Sorry, I just remember that.
Yeah, what channel is that, huh?
If people really watch TNA like that, they would not be being bought by WWE the way that they are.
They're out of power. That's the problem.
And they wouldn't be relying on WWE to get them a better TV deal, which is funny.
Okay, hold on. They're on one of the biggest. They're on one of the second biggest networks, Ben Sports.
I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be real.
That's like secondary to ESPN, Ben Sports.
Okay,
I've never heard of it.
Is that a YouTube channel? Or is that a TV channel? I say YouTube channel.
Yeah,
is that
it's a TV channel. Yeah.
Is it?
Okay.
I didn't know that.
And sports.
Respect MLW. My bad. Respect.
Yeah, he was the
was
champion
MLW,
of MLW
on that channel when MLW on that channel when MJF was there? Basically, what I'm saying is that MJF was not a star when he joined AEW. That's just not true.
All right.
He was a huge talent.
Moving on to, we have a lot to talk about with this main event. Okay, let's break it down. All right, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe wins and signs a contract.
I'll be there, Charmaine. I'll be there.
This is a number one contenders 4-way match. Samoa Joe defeats Bobby Lashley, Ricochet, and Hook to earn a shot at the AEW World Championship against Hangman Page. Why the heck was Hook in this match? Please, Sheriff, please tell me how Hook thought that he would have a chance here.
I think they just put him in the match because of his connection to Samoa Joe. I think it was just supposed to be story reasons.
I mean, between Bobby Lashley, Samoa Joe, and Ricochet.
Hook was a complete sneak. Tony Khan, stop trying to make this happen. I don't know why Hook was in this match because he was not winning. Well, I get why he was in it story-wise, but I was like, everybody knows Hook is not winning. Look at the names on this. Bobby Lashley, Ricochet, and Samoa Joe. You could argue maybe Hook could beat Ricochet, but I actually think Ricochet has more momentum and is more over than Hook right now. So, but with that said, I wanted to see Bobby Lashley win this match. I get why he wasn't, or I get why he didn't, because Bobby Lashley's kind of a baby face. So he can't really win because Hangman's a baby face. And so I was like, well, Hook is a heel, but Hook's not winning. So obviously it's going to be Samoa Joe again. I
think they're wasting Ricochet's talent. I really do.
This is one of Ricochet's best runs of his career.
Oh my God. Of what career? Of his wrestling career?
Yeah. Of his wrestling.
Oh, please.
Or of
his
AEW.
best career was NXT.
I didn't say it was his best. I said it's one of his best. Because you had multiple runs.
He's never in a singles match. What do you mean? He's always in
This is a singles match.
It was a singles match.
I mean, a singles match, not a fatal 4-way. A singles match.
He just fought the Hurt Syndicate, which is like their top trios team besides the Ops.
Well, I'm just saying they're wasting his talent, man.
I would like to see
we had a lot of surprises.
I'm not against that. Once again, calls Hurt Syndicate for a second time. Yeah, that is And I mean, because you kind of answered your own question, because you're like, I see now, because I was going to respond to that. Basically, Ricochet was also in this match for storyline reasons. And also, Ricochet is the singles guy in the demand, because we know Gates of Agony is the tag guys, and then you have Ricochet, he's kind of the singles guy. So, oh, Charmaine, stop it. I'm wagging my finger at you.
All right. Tell us about these surprises at this match, Sheriff. Break
Wait,
it down.
the surprise is the match?
No, the surprise that happened after the match.
Oh, are you talking about when Samoa Joe won, right? And
Samoa Joe
so
won, yes.
obviously he brings out the other two members of the ops to kind of
Yep.
celebrate with him and also protect him, right? Because this is Fright Night. This is a Halloween show. So obviously you've got people there in costumes. But Samoa Joe doesn't trust it. He's learned not to trust a cowboy. So he's convinced that one of the costumes, it's going to be Hangman Page behind one of the costumes. So preemptively, he just sicks the rest of the ops onto the costumed people and just knocks them out the ring. He does eventually take the mask off one of them, but it's a regular person. It's not Hangman, but he punches him anyway. He's like, okay, it's fine. So he signs the contract. He won. So he signs the contract to face Hangman at Full Gear, and celebrations are in order. So Tony Schiavone, wink, wink, is like, hey, how about we celebrate? We've got some cold ones. Here's this beer. He goes outside the ring to get some beers for the ops and Samoa Joe to celebrate. And then as he does that, right, he starts to say some weird stuff. He starts to talk about how Hangman Page is the embodiment of cowboy shit. So Samoa Joe is like, that's a weird thing for Tony Schiavone to say, because it wasn't Tony Schiavone. It was Adam Page in a Tony Schiavone costume.
Yes. Oh my God. That
I
was the
actually
funniest
thought,
thing.
was it him? What really got me was the voice. If they didn't do the voice thing, I might have looked a little bit closer and realized it wasn't him. I actually thought it was him. And was that Hangman the entire time? Or did
No,
they
it was no, it
No,
was him. When it wasn't him, was him. It wasn't Tony Schiavone on the side of the apron. It was Tony Schiavone in the ring.
I see. Gotcha. And so towards the end, they just kind of switched, right?
Yeah, because Tony Schiavone left the ring after they started beating up the guys in the suits, and then Tony Schiavone was outside still announcing, and then they brought the fake Tony Schiavone up, which they did a horrible job because Tony Schiavone's hair is like a whitish color now.
Because he's older?
Yes. So they should have given him a whitish tint, or at least a wig.
You hear that, costume people? You didn't do well. But the you won't really get through Madame Tussauds with that fit. But it fooled me, probably because you're not exactly expecting that, right? So you're not looking closely at the details. And also in the beginning when he's speaking, Tony Schiavone's speaking, and I guess Hangman is kind of mouthing. So it looks like, it sounds like it's him. But then eventually when Adam Page starts to speak as himself and you hear his voice, you're like, oh, it's not him. And so he takes off the mask. And also, Tony Schiavone had been wearing that like Phantom of the Opera mask thing like all night. So I didn't really think anything of it when you couldn't see his face. But I thought that was I actually thought that this was pretty. I thought that this was pretty clever. The cameraman was shooting from behind. Yeah, I saw that. Tony Schiavone is the man. Which one? Hangman Tony Schiavone or Tony Schiavone Tony Schiavone?
All right, guys. Well, you know what? I know there was probably some other little parts of the show that we didn't talk about, but it's been a busy week. So let me just throw a commercial up here, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we are in our final stages of figuring out everything we need to do for the cruise. So please, if you guys are interested, please let us know. We are very excited. This is going to be April, the weekend of WrestleMania. Come cruising with us. Watch WrestleMania. It's going to be a wonderful time. Hey, time out real quick. Vincent, why do they keep showing this old man on this baseball? Do you have any idea who that is?
No, I think it's one of the guys' dads.
No, I think he's an actor or he used to play. I think it's one of those two. Because they really have kept showing that. I really need Mad Dog. I need Mad Dog to hurry up and go cover so you can find this information out. But moving on in our night, you know what time it is, guys. Sheriff, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
She's a black ninja! You can't see her in the night.
So, heated discussion might get heated because we've got a contentious topic. We didn't get to speak about the segment, but Mercedes Moné was on the show. She attacked Chris Statlander backstage, and she is. Oh, will you guess what? She's defending her CMLL Women's World Title. She's defending it against Olympia, and she went into the comment section of that announcement, right? And this is gonna be a quote, okay? Like Michael Cole used to say, and I quote, but, booty butt, she never even defends her titles, herder.
She doesn't.
This is her mocking you, basically.
But she doesn't defend them. I love how she's mocking herself because she never defends her titles. She just collects them like Legos.
She does, and she is. She's defending her CMLL world title against Olympia. She's actually defending it on Collision.
Yeah, go back and look the last time she defended that title. I bet you it would surprise you.
What's the last time? Wait,
last time she defended that title.
Olympian.
All right,
and she's trying to go for the women's tag titles with Athena as well. All
right, time out. Heated discussion. Pause. Just giving everyone an update real quick. We are about to enter. 2 outs are on the board. LA is up to bat. If they strike this guy out, game over. Blue Jays win. So, fair warning. And of course, the person up to bat right now is Ohtani. Ohtani.
They just got him out.
It's done.
No, it's another inning.
No, it's the bottom.
Yeah, it's another inning.
Oh, never mind. Okay, sorry guys. False alarm.
Do we have any NBA fans in here?
I don't have any NBA fans. I am not an NBA fan, so please tell us.
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm a Knicks
All right,
fan.
back to heated discussion. Then we'll get to that.
So they didn't play tonight. Yeah, basically the Mercedes just needs to go away. Absolutely not. The heated discussion was about does Mercedes Moné defend her titles enough?
No.
I think that it is very evident that she does defend her titles. And not only that, she hears y'all and she sees y'all. Mercedes
she does hear you and she sees it all.
Who is terminally online. And I don't say that as a diss. I think it is important for public figures to be aware of how they're perceived online. And not only is she very aware, she is seemingly.
What's the title called?
The CMLL Women's World Title.
CMLL title.
And you know what? I love that
we don't see her do it. Well, do you watch other promotions she's championing? But she is. Look at Mercedes.
June. It's the last time she defended that title. June.
When's the? I don't know how often CMLL has shows, but.
Well, I'm just saying though, like
she doesn't defend them. Yes, you're right.
She doesn't defend them.
Wait, what was I just? Well, we don't see her do. Oh yeah. So we don't watch other promotions or at least I don't watch other promotions she's a champion in, right? So I don't know. But when you look at like what she's doing right now, she still has the TBS title. We don't know when she's defending that. She's facing Chris Statlander at Full Gear. She's teaming with Athena, trying to get the tag team titles, and then she's defending the CMLL title on Collision. Everything she's doing has to do with a championship, so to speak. Like she's the purest form of like a prize fighter. that you would see.
No,
in
absolutely
wrestling.
not.
I
She doesn't
I
get out of
agree.
bed if it's not for gold. She doesn't get out of bed if it's
She's
not
just
for
as bad as Roman Reigns with his title. He never
gold.
defended
Roman
it.
Reigns is a prize fighter. Roman Reigns is a
Yeah.
prize
He never defended it. He was never on TV.
He's not as bad. She's not as bad as Roman Reigns. No, she had enough matches to qualify for the
just
list.
woke
She's
up
not
with
as bad as Roman.
something
She
there.
wrestles
Listen.
more than Roman. There's levels to this. She wrestles more than Roman.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's not one title that she deserves to have. Not one. Not one.
Oh god. Here we
She
go.
doesn't-
All right.
She doesn't
Guys.
wrestle the right way. That's the problem. She like you guys are so brainwashed of her
All right,
back in
we're
her.
at top of the hour here. Guys, we have next week. Oh, we have on Friday. I'm sorry, not next week. Friday is Halloween, so please be safe. It's a Friday night. Enjoy yourselves. But please be safe. Watch out for people. Charmaine, we are leaving on this note. Look at that, Vince. She says she agrees with you. Heart, heart. That's so sweet. So, all right. Does anything you guys have last minute things to say?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take a snooze.
Yes, sleepy time. All right, guys. Like I said, it's the final week of finding out our information for the cruise. So if you have any information or questions or want information, reach out to any of us, and we'll see you guys. Yes, Jeffrey. Katie has had a
You saw the
horrible,
way she
horrible-
wrapped that shit up. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah,
sleep.
we're. It's been a very long week for me. I will see you all next week. Good night.